My name is Jonathan, founder of Driving Academy, and today I'm going to give you a special treat, and I'm going to show you a word-for-word script on exactly how to pass the in-cab inspection for a Class B bus, right? If you're looking to get an actual CDL license with a Class B, being able to do a proper in-cab inspection or an engine start or an air brake test, might be another way that people call it, is going to be very, very important for you to actually pass your CDL road test, because this is one of the most difficult parts of the test itself. This is so difficult where if you miss one item on this list that I'm going to share with you, you might have the potential of just completely failing the entire road test. You won't even be able to drive the vehicle itself. So make sure you pay attention, take a lot of notes, and if you want the best training that anyone can offer, come to cdldrivingacademy.com, find a location near you, and whether you're going to go for a CDL Class A or a CDL Class B, we can definitely help you with this part and for the rest of the actual CDL road test itself. Even if you are just starting off and you don't even know what I'm talking about, check out our website. Our team can definitely help you out there too. All right. So that being said, if you are a student here with us, we're going to give you this word for word script. Well, I can't show you all of this right now because you're not a student yet. And that's not fair for our paying students that actually came to school with us. But what I am going to do, I'm going to kind of walk through the script itself. And if you listen in, you should be able to master this without any issue. Put this on repeat. Make sure you put in the comments below. And make sure you subscribe because we're always coming up with new training videos itself. So that being said, let's get started. Now, what is the actual outcome of this test? This is to make sure that our air brake system is working properly and there's no major leaks, and to make sure that the inside of the vehicle is in good working order to actually get the job going. So that being said, first thing we're going to do in an automatic vehicle is chuck the wheels. So that means we're going to take some wheel chucks and we're going to put it on the front and on the back of the actual vehicle, and we should be good to go. If you're on level ground, you shouldn't really have any issue there, right? From there, then we're going to actually make sure we're doing a safe start. So we're going to put it in neutral, apply the brakes, turn the key to the on position. Once you turn the key to the on position, the gauges are going to start to work, and now you can actually turn on the engine. Let's hear this engine roar, baby. Boom, there you go. Now from here, you're actually going to want to build up the air pressure to about 120 to 140 psi. So we're not there yet. Currently we're around 80. So I'm going to give it some gas. And we know it's going to be filled when we hear that sneeze. So when we actually do hear the sneeze, we're going to say something like, okay, my air tanks are full, around 120 psi, and that's going to satisfy for the examiner itself. From there, you're going to turn the engine off. Then make sure you turn the key to the on position. If you forget this one part, I'm sorry, you're going home. So once you're doing that, that means the gauges are working properly. But then we're going to release the brakes and we're going to let everything stabilize. And now we're going to put our foot on the brake itself and we're going to wait 1 full minute, and we cannot lose more than 3 psi in the actual bus itself. If we're going to go do a CDL Class A, you would wait 1 minute and you can't lose more than 4 psi. But because we're doing the CDL Class B, it's no more than 3 psi. Now I'm not going to let you guys wait a minute and look at this thing. So for training purposes, we're going to speed this thing up. For the test, for God's sake, wait that whole minute. From there, we're now going to test the brakes. We're going to say, okay, a minute has passed actually. I did not lose more than 3 psi. We're good to go. Now we're going to test the brake. And around 55 psi, the actual light and buzzer should come on to indicate that low warning pressure is there, right? So right around 55 psi, the light is actually on right over here. It's hard for you guys to see, but that is working properly. Some vehicles have a light and a buzzer. Some vehicles just have a buzzer. Some vehicles just have a light. From there, I'm going to keep pumping between 20 and 45 psi. And I'm going to be looking at my air brake button right over here. And I want to make sure that that pops out properly. Now, if you mess any of this piece up, you will fail. But you guys saw that this thing did pop out properly. So that means my air brake test is working properly and we are good to go. Now, we're going to turn the vehicle back on. I'm going to give it some gas. And to go above 60 psi. Now we're actually going to start the in-cab inspection. So we turn the engine on, the air pressure is building back to 120 to 140 psi. And now we're going to be inspecting the inside of the vehicle itself, right? So the first thing we're going to be checking, and again, it doesn't have to be done in any particular order, we're going to be checking our lights. So our headlights are working, our high beams are working, left turn signal indicators are working, right turn signal indicators are working, our four-way flasher indicators are working, all of our lights seem to be working. And now I'm going to be checking for my emergency equipment. Underneath my seat, I'm going to have 3 reflective triangles, right? I'm going to have 6 spare fuses. And I'm also going to have a fully charged fire extinguisher that's securely mounted. So that's a good thing to go next. Next, we're going to check our windshield wipers. Our windshield wipers are working properly, right? The rubber is good, and it has proper connection to the actual windshield itself. So my windshield wipers, arms and blades are secure and operating smoothly. I want to make sure that my windshield washer is working. This is a training vehicle, so we tell the students not to do windshield washer fluid. Also, we're going to kind of always recap those things off, right? Next, we're going to check our mirrors. So our mirrors are all in good condition. I can see clearly out of all my mirrors, and they're clean, free from obstructions itself. From there, I'm going to be checking my heater and defrost. So I'm going to turn on my heater, and then I'm going to be checking underneath and make sure my heater is working, and my defrost is also working as well. So that's all working properly itself, right? And that's pretty much everything you have to worry about when it comes to sitting in here. Of course, you want to check your seatbelt, but we're not going to be doing that yet. We want to make sure that we're checking our door. Since we're in the bus, our door opens and closes properly from the outside. Our steps are free and clear of any obstructions. And then no one can stand in front of the sandy line. Also, my step light is working properly. And my handrail is actually secure as well. From here, we're going to actually go to the back, and we're going to check out the back of the vehicle. So now what we're going to be doing is we're going to check in the seats. The cushions are attached to the frame, and the frame are attached to the floor itself. So everything seems to be good there, right? From here, we're going to be checking our emergency exits. So we're going to have an emergency exit. It's clearly labeled. We're going to have the back door. We're going to have the roof hatches, and we're going to have the side windows as well. Depending on what examiner you have, depends on whether you open or close all of them. So what we're going to do is we're going to open and close this door here, right? Open, close, and the buzzer seems to be working, so we're good there. Then we're going to have our windows here, which we can actually check for the buzzer, where we can open and close, and the buzzer seems to be working there as well. And that's pretty much everything you have to worry about when it comes to the back of the vehicle. If you do have any type of handicap lift in the back, we're going to make sure that that's secure, not leaking, and working properly as well. From there, let's get back to the front of the vehicle. Now, we're going to be checking our seatbelt. So our seatbelt is over here. It's securely mounted, and latches and unlatches properly. So that's working properly itself, right? Now we're going to do the last part of the test, which is going to be called the tug test. So that's why you want your seatbelt done. We want to make sure that we're checking our brakes. So we're going to put the vehicle in drive. We're going to give it a little bit of gas. And we're not moving, which means our parking brakes is working properly. From there, we're going to push in the parking brake. We're going to pull up a little bit, and then we're going to put our foot on the brake itself. And without really touching the wheel too much, we come to a full stop, and that means that our service brakes are working properly. So we're going to pull that out, make sure we're in neutral, and then we're going to shut off the engine. And then we're going to ask the examiner to do what's called an external light check. This is the part that a lot of people actually do forget, and it can mess you up on the actual test. So pretty much what it sounds like is, okay, I'm done with the inside. I'd like to do an external light check. Can you please help me out? Then they would go outside the vehicle. They would go to the front. You then have to turn on your turn signals, make sure that all the outside lights are working, so your headlights, your high beams, scream outside the window, let them know what you're checking. And then you're going to say, okay, I'm going to check. As you're going to the back, make sure you check all the sides of the lights to make sure they're working properly. You're going to check the back, left turn signals, right turn signals, four-way flashers, and brake lights in the back. And then they're going to come back in, and you're going to say, okay, I'm ready to go outside. How did I do? And if you do everything I just did in the video, you should have no issues, and you will wind up passing this test. And you get to go to the actual pre-trip inspection. And if you haven't seen that video yet, make sure you subscribe to the channel, because that video is about to be posted very, very soon. So I hope that this actually helped you out. I hope that this actually gets yourself one step closer on your road to freedom by helping you get a CDL license. And our job is just to help it and keep it simple. And our job is just to try to make it as simple as possible for people like you to get themselves their CDL license. And what we actually love doing is trying to make the CDL process as simple as possible and as easy as possible for people just like you. We've helped thousands of people before get their CDL license, and we want to do the same thing with you. Our mission, like I said, is to help 1 million people on the road to freedom. We're open up 7 days a week, which means we can work around any kind of training schedule you do have. We have locations nationwide across the country. Check out our website, cdldrivingacademy.com. Find a location near you, and all you need to get started is $500 down, and we can work out an interest-free payment plan for the rest. So one more time, subscribe, comment to this, let me know if I missed anything in your mind, and make sure you check out our website, cdldrivingacademy.com. Thanks, and I'll see you soon. Hey, thanks so much for watching this video. If you want to get your CDL license, you know where to go. Check out our website, cdldrivingacademy.com, right over there. And if you like this video, you'll definitely like this video right over here. So make sure you check that out. But before anything else, make sure you subscribe. And I'll see you soon.